Previously on Metronoma, we rolled our first chunk, which turned out to be an absolute death chunk, which was the Gnome Stronghold. We are going to be trapped in this chunk for many hours to come. We also finally established a plan for what we are going to do with lamps, and we decided that we are going to use them to boost our crafting to level 10, which will allow us to turn the flax, which is in the Gnome Stronghold chunk, into bowstring in that chunk, which will help us with the fletching grind that we have ahead of us. And once again, we got absolutely spooned with another pet, receiving the fox pet on yet our second forestry event. I don't know what's going to happen next, but let's get straight into it. Thank you for joining us once again. Before we get straight back into it, probably the first thing to do is just to go through a reminder of what our chunk tasks are in this chunk. So the main ones are the skill-based ones. So we still need 40 defense, 75 woodcutting, 87 fletching, 1 slayer, 85 combat, and 10 crafting, which will lead us to getting our magic shield and our magic short bow and our broad arrows. So really we need to work on the main goal, which I think is going to be 87 fletching and 85 combat. We also then have some random miscellaneous goals that we need to do, but we'll get into them towards the end of the chunk. So what are we going to train first today? But before we get into anything, we need to go through this fox dialogue. I'm sure we could find you something. How about we visit a chicken coop? Yeah, if there was only chicken coops around here, we could get bloody feathers. Okay, plan. I need to set myself some mini goals in this chunk, I think. So what I'm going to do is the first mini goal that we are going to aim for today is going to be 70 fletching. If we can hit 70 fletching, we can then make new longbows, which may lead us into some AFK activity cutting yews, even though it's slow. So we'll cut some oaks, we'll make them into oak shields and go from there, I think. I've been wood cutting away and doing what I normally do when I've got a bit of AFK time, and that's go through the chunk picker here and just have a look at all the different things that we may have coming up to deal with. And I was just clicking through here and look at this in this chunk that I just found. I'm looking through all the features and it seems like there's a willow tree. I did not see a willow tree in this chunk, but that could be game changing. I need to go have a look, see if I can find this. So I just checked the wiki and there is definitely a willow tree in this chunk. We got to go check this out. We got to go find it. Okay, I'm just going to run through, see if I can find it here at the bottom of the agility course. What's that? Nut tree, magic tree, oak tree, oak tree. Wait, what? Willow tree? That's the willow tree. Seriously? That does not look like any other willow tree in the game. But there it is. There is a willow tree in this chunk. Wow. Okay. This could be pretty game changing. I need to test this out. I'm going to do some wood cutting. Let's see. So based on my initial calculations, I definitely think that the willow tree will be quicker. And I actually enjoy it way more than oak. So I'm just going to get into it, cut the crap out of this tree and fletch, and let's see what happens. I've been doing this for a couple of days now, and I have to say I am enjoying it. Cutting the willow tree is pretty chill, and I have been making, as you can see, willow longs, but I think I am going to start trying to make willow shields. Now the reason for that is willow longs give 41.5 XP per log, Willow shields give 83 XP for 2 logs. So basically the exact same experience, but it's less click intensive and it makes it very much easier to drop. So I think it will speed things up a little bit. So I'm going to transition to the shields now and let's see what we can do. And we are done. So we just hit our level 70 fletching goal. Firstly, I want to apologize to you all. I did miss a few of those level ups in there, but it's because I've been a bit AFK and been playing on my iPad a bit, which I'll get into in a second, the reason behind that. But the main things is that we hit 70 fletching, and on that grind to 70 fletching using the trusty willow tree over here, we also hit 75 woodcutting, which was a chunk task. So chunk task complete. Awesome, great to see. And also I've been running around and been doing a bit of raking and farming as well. And I hit level 15 farming, which was my goal, to be able to rake, to be able to plant an oak tree, which I will do once I get an oak tree seed. Now, you are probably wondering why I am cutting yew trees here as well. The reason behind that is I now have a new plan. So the plan involves, to be able to get to level 87 fletching, is to level up my other skills as well. The main one is crafting, which we're waiting for the lamp. Once we get to level 10 crafting, we can make bowstrings. Bowstrings are very important because it's probably the best way I'm going to have to level my crafting for ages, until I get a chisel maybe, or if I unlock some other method that I'm not aware of at the moment. But the reason that this scares me is, as you can see, just north, 2 or 3 tiles from this chunk, is the Barbarian Assault chunk. Now in the Barbarian Assault chunk, obviously there's massive grinds, including getting the Barbarian Assault pet. But if I am lucky or unlucky, however you want to see it, enough to get a tinderbox before I get to this chunk, I actually unlock Barbarian Training. And one of the parts of Barbarian Training is you get the ability to make a pyre ship. Now, one of the chunk requirements, if I can make a pyre ship, is to make a magic pyre ship, which which requires level 85 crafting, which is a massive grind. So I would rather get on the front foot in case I do get this chunk in the future, which is why I think it may as well use the bowstrings to reduce the number of logs that I need to cut to be able to fletch yew longbows within this chunk. Now, another major reason is obviously as well as it halves the amount of logs, like I said before, but also as well as I can now cut yew trees, as you can see here now. And cutting yew trees is super AFK. It's really good. I can do it and come back every couple of minutes and check on my metronome character, whatever you want to call him. So I really do like having an AFK training method in this chunk as well. So that's great that we have that. Now, what I want to really touch on here is that this is going to be the last little bit of progress I'm going to be able to record for about 6 weeks, because I'm just about to head to Europe for 6 weeks. travel around with my wife, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But with traveling comes less gains, and I'm not taking my computer, so I'm not going to be able to record whatsoever. So I will try and keep as up to date as possible, but I am going to have downtime on flights as well as, catching trains and other things like that. So I will be making progress on Metronoma. It's just I don't know how much I'm going to be able to capture. So thank you for everything at the moment. I will be back soon. It's probably going to be about 10 seconds for you guys, but the majority of the progress is going to pause for now.
4 to 6 weeks later.
And we are back. Oh my God, it has been 6 weeks. I had the best time in Europe. It was amazing. If you haven't been to Europe, or if you live in Europe, you live in a great place in the world, and I definitely recommend going there. But we're back on the grinds. Now, I had the best intentions while I was away to screenshot as many things as possible that I did when I could AFK during transport and stuff like that. And I suck, and I forgot, and I only took one screenshot. And here is that screenshot. I ended up getting 60 agility, which was great. Running laps on the train with Wi-Fi, amazing. So that was really, really good. And I also hit 2 other main goals. The other one was I am up to level 64 combat, which is a range of attack, strength, and defense, that's really, really good. Which will help speed up that grind, and I will show some of what my tactics are with that in a second. But the main one, the big one, the most exciting one, which really took 6 weeks in itself, was just being on at the right time to be able to get the random events, and we hit level 10 crafting. Thank gosh. And I wanted to save it. I wanted to savor that sweet, sweet moment and run my first flax run with you. So let's do that. I'm going to go and run my first ever flax run, and let's see if we can get some crafting levels up. So I really do not know where the best place to pick flax is in the stronghold. Here looks alright. There's a few spawns. Although it looks like, over here may have a few more close together, and I know the spinning wheel is just up that staircase. So okay, picking flax with no set number that they spawn is not that fun, but I'll just spam click the crap out of it here. So what are we now? This is about 35 seconds that it takes to, it looks like, to pick an inventory, which isn't too bad. And let's go up here, spinning wheel, and let's spin. And there we go. The first bowstring on the account. Round of applause. And it's amazing how quickly crafting goes once you don't have to lamp it. So it took me roughly 2.5 months to get from level 1 to level 10, and I just got from level 10 to level 40 in literally less than 2 hours. So spinning flax is the way to go at the moment. A great method, and I'm very happy that I've unlocked it so far. And whilst I'm completing my chunk tasks, make sure that you complete yours, which is to like and subscribe to this video if you are enjoying the content. Thank you all. Couldn't do this without your support. And we are back to training our combat levels. I like to change it up to keep myself sane in this chunk. And we're currently training attack. which is quite slow on these gnome guards, but if I can calculate this properly, which I cannot. Okay, let's go take the bones. One more gnome guard. Bang. Hit that gnome guard. And it's so slow with this mithril battle axe. Oh my gosh. I can't wait until I get a mithril scimitar. I'm really hoping I get it soon. Oh, 10. And a 5. And a 2. Okay, I've completely miscalculated the gnome guards I need to attack, but these are my best training method at the moment in this chunk. There is terror birds, which I can kill, but they've got the exact same health, so the majority of these guards are all grouped together, so I like them on this spot, kind of on this ledge up until the grand tree. And there we go. 54 attack. Great to hit that attack level. Let's keep it up.
Okay. So with this gnome, we should be close. Okay. With this gnome, go on, give me 10. 56 attack and 66 combat. There we are. 19 levels to go. Slowly getting there. This grind, whilst it isn't too hard, is starting to get a bit monotonous. It's not fun. Monotonous, I don't even know if that's the right word, but anyway, it's just, this would be a lot more interesting in the event that these things dropped something, but hey, they don't, so at least they're easy to kill, and we will continue on, keep getting those combat levels. Okay, we decided to move on to defense to try and speed up a combat level, and there is level 41 defense. This would be a lot quicker if I had a mithril scimitar, but at least with the defense it's not taking that long. How long are we away? 35 kills away from the next level, and 3 levels away. Actually, we might be close to a hit points. Yeah, close to a hit points. Okay, we will see what happens.
Now, I think it is as good of time as ever to go back and talk about what we are going to lamp now that we have completed the 10 crafting goal. Now, most chunk men would now lamp Hunter to get to 17 Hunter so they can get into Pura, which I do have access to in this chunk. However, I am not most chunk men, and I am not going to be doing Pura. So it really made me question what I should lamp. The easy option would be Slayer, obviously, because I very much doubt that I'm going to be able to train Slayer at any stage moving forward. However, what I do like to do before I make any big choices, like most other chunk men I assume, is to go and look through the chunk picker. And whilst I was looking through the chunk picker, what has become very apparent to me is that I'm very close to East Ardoin, and I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I'm sure that you have if you are watching Chunkman accounts, but I'll link it in the description. Xtreme Gnome just unlocked the East Ardoin chunk, which has the 90 agility requirement. Now, what made this really easy, well, not easy, but what made it easier for him is that he had the ability to access a summer pie. So he only needed to get to 85 agility to run to a 90 agility course. I do not think that I will have the ability to get to level 90 agility on running the Tree Gnome Stronghold course, and I will definitely don't think I'll be able to get a boost using a summer pie, which means that the East Ardoin chunk probably is an absolute death chunk for me. So it got me to thinking, what can I do to avoid grinding out agility massively? And after doing some digging, the answer that came to me once again was the Barbarian Assault chunk, which is only about 3 chunk rolls away from where we are now. Now, the Barbarian Assault chunk unlocks Barbarian Fishing, and at level 48 fishing, I have the ability to catch leaping trout, and then at 58 fishing, leaping salmon, and at 70 fishing, leaping sturgeon. And what these fish allow me to do is passively train strength and agility. Now, it's not heaps of agility experience. If you look at the graph here, it it can be upwards of 5k agility experience at 99 fishing, which sounds like nothing, but the biggest benefit of it all is that it's AFK agility training, which is very intriguing to me, is because I have a lot of AFK time with my job, my wife, and everything like that. So if I can get this chunk, I think that I have the ability to potentially solve getting level 90 agility. The biggest issue is, though, getting level 48 fishing, as I do not have access to a fishing rod or to feathers or to fishing bait. So the only possible way that I can get to level 48 fishing is to lamp it. So from this moment forward, I will be lamping fishing. I'm hoping as well that I go extremely lucky on the Evil Bob random event, because he gives, I think it's 650 XP in fishing. I'm not going to get any magic experience because I don't have any way to train magic at the moment. So the more lamps and the more Evil Bob random events I can get, the easier that this grind will get. And I'm hoping that by the time I unlock the Barbarian or Assault chunk, or by the time that I get there and do the other chunk tasks in that chunk, I have the ability to then train agility passively with this chunk. So that's the goal, that's the plan. Don't know if it's going to pan out, but we will see what happens.
Okay, as you can just see, I just got a random event, and I got the Beekeeper's Gloves, which I think is all random events finished now. Where are we? Random events. Oh no, I still need more Beekeeper. For some reason I don't get Beekeeper, but anyway. But what is more important is with this lamp, we now have 18 fishing. Very good. And along with 18 fishing, should be pretty close. Yeah, we're 2 kills left to 42 defense, which is good. Yeah, I think the easiest thing for me to do to say stay sane with these things is to swap it around to try and get a few combat levels quickly, and when I get a bit bored of it, I'm either going to run some agility laps or I'm going to spin some flax, because I still need about 10k bowstring to finish the fletching grind as well. So we'll see how we go, but with this kill here, boom, no, ugh, come on. With this hit, no. This, no. Okay, I'm just gonna hit zeros now apparently. Oh my god, come on, come on. With that hit, we are 42 defense and we are making progress to those combat levels. Very, very exciting. Now we are 43 defense. Levels coming in clutch. And there's 57 hit points and 67 combat. Making progress. Okay. Let's go do something different, I think. And there we go, we have 37 prayer, which is pretty crazy just from normal burns. and we can now use protect from magic. Look at that. Okay, now let's actually go and do something different, because killing gnomes is draining. Okay, just got a mystery box. Let's see if we can get a mithril simi. That will speed up the grind massively. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Body rune, of course. Fuck. Okay, I got this lamp a little while ago. Not a lamp, sorry, book. But let's use it because I can't be bothered to save it. On fishing. That is 19 fishing. We are 3% of the way to our goal. Go us. Let's keep getting those lamps and books. There we go, 57 attack. Making progress. So I think this will be a collection log. Hopefully. We don't get many of them, so it'd be good to see one. And oh, it is the top. There we are. The best thing about this update is that they get the lamp. Chuck that on fishing as well. 25 collection log items. Where are we? I think I've got one more to go. Random events. Yeah, just need the hat and the stale baguette, which we're probably never getting. But hey, we take what we can get. Let's keep killing these gnomes. Then we have 44 defense coming in clutch. Defense. Let's get nice and close to this. And 8. That's it. 5. Oh, 7. Ah, but there's the level anyway. 45 defense. And 68 combat. Pow, 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 pow! We are slowly getting there. What are we now? Like 17? If I can count, I think it's 17. 17 combat levels away from a Slayer task. Slowly but surely getting there. Okay, I've been doing some wood cutting today. And I have just hit over 6k logs today. So I'm over halfway with the U logs, which is great, amazing. I'm lacking behind on some bowstrings, so I'm gonna have to string some of that soon, but I'm slowly making progress on the 87 fletching grind, which is amazing. Yeah, I just really need that bowstring to move forward. So looking forward to doing some of that. Okay, some very exciting things about to happen. Firstly, we are going to kill this gnome guard and get boom 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 46 defense. And we're going to swap this to attack and hit a 5. No, 2. Oh, okay, 2 in a row. 4. 1 and 1. Oh, and 0. Oh, okay, 2 in a row. The top prediction so far. So let's kill another one, and bam! On big hit, big hit. Man, this mithril battle axe is getting a workout. There we are, 58 attack. And let's kill it, let's kill it. Come on, give me a 10. Give me a 8. Never lucky, come on. My gosh, this gnome's putting up a fight. Okay. It's a 2, we're gonna bury these. And then we're gonna use this on fishing and get level 20 fishing as well, which is amazing. I can cook, God. I can fish trout and cave fish, but I'm pretty sure they fly fishing. Rod. Fly fishing. So I think I have a spot nearby that I can catch them. Yeah, there's a salmon spot there, but I can't get a rod. So hence me lamping this fishing. So what are we? 373. Lamping's really not that bad with the random events at the moment. But there we are, 3 levels in quick succession, which rarely happens, and 2 defense or 2 attack levels to get to 69 combat. Slowly chipping away at combat.
And that's where we will leave it today. So first off, I want to apologize for missing some of the footage there. Don't know what happened, but hey, when I got back from Europe, I either wasn't recording properly or I deleted it or whatever. So sorry about that. But we did hit some skill goals, especially in this video. So we've hit that 25 agility now. We've got 40 defense. We've got 75 woodcutting. We've got 10 crafting. And we are passively training our fishing, and we just hit level 20 fishing. So slowly getting up there, making progress, and who knows, we'll be out of this chunk before we know it. Thank you once again for watching, and see you all soon.